We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Houston Astros and the Oakland A's. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Dave Stewart, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matty V, we're looking at a guy that has a pretty good number of pitches that he throws, but one in particular is the sinker that he's added to his repertoire. When he needs a ground ball or he gets himself into a spot where he needs to possibly roll up a 2-ball, I think that's the pitch we're going to see often from him in this one, that sinker down in the zone.
Stepping into the box.
Play ball. 3.
The pitcher, Eric Black, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. Here comes the first pitch. Hit high in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Now here's a look at the Astros starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup and how they continue the winning streak.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one.
That is it. The first baseman.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit, and he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this team is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Standing in now, Billy Hatcher, and he hits it hard to the right side. And that's by him into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike one. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He won.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Looking up is the center fielder. Gone! So a 3-run shot to right center field. Second home run early in the year as the Astros will open up a 5-0 lead.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly just like that, they take the lead.
To the plate now, Kevin Bass.
The right fielder.
Hard hit towards center. Around first, digging for 2. And this one bounds around against the wall. Bass takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he is out on a close play as he was trying to stretch it all the way. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. Houston leads this one 5-0. Eric Black is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
Striding into the box, Kerry Langford. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a wave and a miss looked like the slider there. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to first in time, one away. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Dero, what's the key in trying to stop their opponent's winning streak?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass to baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Big swing and a miss at the knuckler, and now there are two gone.
For my money, there's nothing better than a 3-pitch see you later. Well, look here. He gets him on his heels with strike 1, up against the ropes with strike 2, and then he KOs him on pitch number 3. Love it.
At the plate, Reggie Jackson. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. No one aboard for him, and two gone here in the first. Behind 0-2 now. Reggie is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So nothing happening this time around. We'll go on to the top of inning number 2. The Astros on top, 5-0. All set for the start.
Play ball. Your attention, please.
In now, Eric Black. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with two gone. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Murphy is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Astros leave one as they're unable to add to their 5-0 lead. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Jose Canseco. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's the 0-1. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Mark McGuire, as he'll lay off a curveball in the dirt for ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-1 home. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Woody Keller, this is my nightmare. He likes to call a pitch above the zone, above the belt. I know guys say those are the pitches that go deep, but I'm telling you, if you're calling that high strike, it opens up a lot of room for the pitcher.
I agree with you, Dero. That's a tough pitch to get on top of and to put it in play. So if you're a pitcher right now, try to elevate in that top part of that strike zone.
Into the box now, Walt Weiss. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Weiss, a switch hitter that stands in at an even 6 feet tall. He just recently signed a new 10-year contract. So and we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. A's are gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Now at the plate, Jose.
He's out.
Leading off the inning, Mickey Templeton, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Way behind a goofy knuckleball for strike 2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's one gone in the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Dwayne Murphy stands in as he looks at a called strike. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This one's down to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Stepping in, Moose Haas, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Knee high, he barehands it. He's up with it. The throw. Hats off to that one. Make it 9 straight here to start the ball game. 3 innings complete. Astros lead this one 5-0. At the plate, Gerald.
Play ball. That hit him. First base.
Ready for another chance. Eric Black. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Weiss takes charge, and he's got it. 2 down. Now at the plate, Jose.
Play ball.
Now to the plate, Kerry Langford. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Got him.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
At the plate now, Tony Phillips batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And it's quickly 0-2. Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ball game.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Standing in now, Reggie Jackson, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Pulled toward right center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0.
Play ball. 3, 3, 3.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Canseco. He leads off from the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
And he punches out another one. Make it 9 for the ball game.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
To the plate now, Mark McGuire, as he can't get a barrel on the knuckleball that time. It's strike 1. Fastball called for strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
At the plate, Walt Weiss. As he'll go after a curveball out of the zone to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And next.
Play ball.